Hey, it's your boy Konji. I'm back here with another video. I'm reacting to all hippos OP. As you know, they're very strong and dangerous animals in this world. Humans, by far, I feel like are the most dangerous animal. Not to say in sense of the strongest and the fastest, but I feel like we're the smartest and we can create weapons and shit to destroy other animals, which is not very good, but you know, c'est la vie. So let's react to this video. It's from Tiezu. I remember Tiezu from like high school when I was like in the 10th grade, 11th grade, stuff like that, right? They used to play these videos for us. So I'm gonna react to this. It's been a while since I watched like a Tiezu video, but you know. Yeah. Oh, this quality. What is this quality? Oh, shit.
This episode is sponsored by Dashlane.
Who remembers that? Who remembers that? It's from Game Boy Advance. I had one of those. Lit. I used to play Spyro. I used to play Ratchet and Clank. Yo, Game Boy's Advance was lit. Anyways.
On top of the potentially lethal heat and disease debuffs,
Server.
many of the most powerful builds in the game are playable only on the Africa server.
Oh yeah, I remember they talk about like animals in like the world as like a whole big video game and like DLCs and stuff, which makes the video so entertaining. I'm not even joking. It makes you actually learn. And Africa, by far, if you have not been, it's one of the toughest servers in the whole world, in the whole game.
Everyone knows the big names. Elephants are the biggest, cheetahs are the fastest, cobras are the most venomous, etc. However, one of the builds that frequently gets overlooked is the hippopotamus.
Hippos are dangerous, bro.
Even though none of their stats are the best in a single category, there are things that they do better than anything else.
Hippos are dangerous, bro. Them niggas have what is it, like a jaw strength of like 1,000 kilograms or something, or 900, something like that. And them niggas are faster than humans, even though they weigh like 9,000, 8,000 pounds, my nigga. What? That's like 4,000 plus kilograms, right? My math, don't mind it, but you know.
So today I'm going to give an overview of the hippopotamus's stats and abilities, talk about its good and bad
the
matchups,
fact that they're faster
and
than
rate
us,
it in the overall tier list.
The fact that they weigh like over 9,000 pounds, yet they're faster. I've already done one video that sort of touches
on all these things,
Fucked.
but since it was one of the first videos I ever made, it's pretty lacking in quality. So hopefully this guide will do a better job doing the topic justice. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into it. Hippos are the premier tank build of the African aquatic meta.
We'll put the mic right here.
Their success comes from a combination of phenomenal stats and from speccing into abilities that allow for some pretty ingenious exploitation of the game's water physics, which I'll get into in a bit. But first, their stats. So you probably notice that the hippo stats are, in a word,
Jesus!
Phenomenal. They have one of the high.
Look at the his HP is almost maxed out, bro. His stealth, them niggas are stealthy in water though. Only like their eyes, like crocodiles. See when crocs do it. They're quite smart, you know. Power, them niggas strong. Mobility, how are they that fast when they weigh that heavy, bro? That's what puzzles
HP levels of any land build, second only to the elephant.
Yeah, elephants
builds with
max
one unusually high base stat tend to have major shortcomings in other areas, but the hippo simply does.
Oh yes, octopuses have very short lifespan. I knew that. Unparalleled stealth. Yeah, they can hide, of course. They extreme diving speed, fragile bones. Yeah, aren't their bones? Bird bones are hollow, right? And like falcons or like what? Yeah, falcons. They don't actually claw. They punch. So like they die from like high speeds and punch animals. I know this because I was very into biology throughout high school, bro. I was a very good biology student. So hippos literally, they don't have a nerf.
Their stats far outclass most
they are
other
OP.
African
They
builds.
are literally
they have great
OP.
damage, high defense, and even have great stealth for a build in such a high weight class. But perhaps the most surprising is their mobility level, which relates to how their abilities let them engage in physics engine exploits, like I mentioned earlier. So in addition to having relatively high run speed on land, hippos are also unbelievably mobile in the water. Now, normally when they high run speed on land, hippos are also unbelievably mobile in the water.
Yo, bro, he got that fat strength, bro. If you notice people that are like very like big like me, they usually have a lot of strength. That nigga got fat strength.
Normally when designing your character to be fast in the water, you spec into traits like
Isn't that swordfish?
Water mobility,
Or
Things
marlin?
like a streamlined body,
Marlin?
fins,
I don't know.
flukes, webbed feet, all these things strictly buff water speed.
Imagine
and
if
usually
fish
are the
were just as
go-tos
fast
for
as they
players
were
trying to take
in the
their
ocean as
character
they
to
were
new
on land.
depths in the aquatic meta. The hippo
Like a
player
shark,
base
you just see a
decided to
shark
do
on
exactly
land.
none of that, instead dumping most of their evolution points into pure bulk and muscle. As a result,
Yeah,
hippos
bro.
are so dense that, unlike most animals, they do not float. This lets them
Bro.
be one of the only builds that can actually use the run movement option underwater.
Bro,
with any
wait,
success.
what?
So
How
you're
are
one
their
of the only
mobility
builds
so high
that
when
can
they're that
actually
heavy?
use the run movement option underwater with any success. So yeah, hippos,
they
despite
can run
not
under
actually
water?
being able to swim, have one of the
So
best
wait,
aquatic
they're
movement
like
options
rocks.
in the game, and they didn't even have to spend any evolution points on aquatic mobility to do so. So
Them
hippos
niggas
have
are
four
OP.
signature abilities.
What's the Nerf?
First being
What's the
water
Nerf?
dash ability that I just explained. Their second ability is their 2-inch thick skin. This ability is the reason behind their high defense level, and it grants them
Them niggas
some
got
of the best
2 layers of
resistances in
armor.
the game, particularly to the common threats in the African server. It grants them near total immunity to slash and bite type damage.
Look at this nigga. This
Since
nigga's like,
claws and
oh,
teeth
y'all
simply
tired
are too
yet? Y'all
short to
tired
pierce
yet?
their skin. This lets them shrug off the vast majority of standard attacks in the African meta, and is also crucial for letting
didn't
them
even hurt
survive
him.
attacks even from groups of enemies.
Look at
which
all
is
them niggas.
normally
Them
the
niggas
answer
can't
to
do
defeating a
nothing.
high HP target.
He's like,
Defending
oh,
from
bro,
physical
y'all
attacks
aren't
is
tired doing
important,
this yet?
But it's just as critical to make sure your elemental resistances are adequate too. Because hippos have spec'd into the hairless trait in order to minimize mobility debuffs in the water.
Yeah, they have no hair.
They're highly vulnerable to solar damage. In order to mitigate this
Oh.
issue,
Yeah, they
hippos
can
have
get
spec'd
sun-
into
so
sweat
they
that
can
grants
literally
them
get
UV resistance, and as
sunburn.
an added bonus, grants them resistance to infection.
shit.
Another hugely beneficial
shit.
trait to have. When
Oh, I haven't been posting lately. I know that. Because I've been working on my room, of course. I haven't set up the bed yet, but
you spend
the
most of
stuff
your time
is
in
in
unclean
there,
water,
so,
potentially
you know.
with open wounds.
is it his
The only
skin's
downside
peeling?
is that while active, it gives the
Wait,
hippo players a reddish
wait,
tint.
1 second. I haven't set up the bed yet, but I've set up a lot of stuff, and it's not finished yet. This wall still needs to have, like, I bought some stuff for it. I'll explain everything at the end of the video.
Temporarily
I don't
lowering
think
their
people really
stealth
care.
level. Their last special trait is their tusks. Hippos haven't spec'd into carnivory or even omnivory. They're strictly herbivorous and can't gain any XP from meat. However, regardless of this fact,
Why you say it like that?
they have one of the most
Herbivorous.
damaging or even omnivory. They're
Omnivory?
strictly herbivorous and
Herbivorous.
can't gain any XP from meat.
Really?
However, regardless of this fact, they have one of the most damaging bites in the game. On top of the sheer force of the bite
Bro!
itself, which is around a
Them nigga-
ton by the most
them nigga
damaging
turned
bites
a
in the
watermelon
game.
into
On top
a
of the
little
sheer
pig.
force of the bite itself, which is around a ton by
Yeah,
the
a ton, 1,000
way, their
kilograms.
tusks deal massive damage to anything they puncture. But on top of the hippo's damage potential, their tusks offer another important benefit: intimidation.
True.
So the most effective intimidation techniques are the ones that can be quickly
That
switched
nigga
on and
ugly.
off. A coral snake's colors are always bright,
Looks
and a
nice.
spider is always creepy.
It's creepy,
But
yeah.
hippos aren't always terrifying.
That's true. They look cute.
In fact,
They
most
look
of the
cute
time they
though.
appear non-threatening. Yet in an instant, they can crank up the intimidation to 100
looks like a-
just by opening their mouths. A hippo player with intimidation
This looks
active
like
is
a
one of the
water
most
pig.
intimidating things in the entire game. Easily being able
Rhino.
to scare off even some of the bulkiest builds like
Bro,
rhinos.
how you gonna get done by
Okay,
a hippo,
so for
bro?
matchups, hippos sport one of the most comfortable matchup spreads possible.
Hippos versus lions. A hippo versus a lion. I feel like a hippo would absolutely destroy a lion. But if a lion's like in a pack or a pride, they would actually do some severe damage to them. Gators, I heard that hippos like take gators off the census for a regular, bro. Humans could kill hippos easily if they had guns and stuff, you know, all the OP stuff. But I feel like just barehanded, my nigga, you best run, and you can't outrun him. You can't outswim. The best thing is just die. You know, just die. Rhinos, elephants. I feel like elephants and hippos will go for a good
Because they're
battle
highly resistant
because
to
they're
bite
just-
and
the
slash
durability.
attacks. Most of the relevant predator matchups, such as crocodiles, lions, hyenas, and painted dogs, are highly favorable for the hippo. On top of this, the hippo's own
Oh.
attacks can one-shot any of those predators.
Yep.
As for bad
I
matchups,
saw that picture.
any
It
builds
was,
that
like,
focus
black
on
or
stab
something.
type weaponry can definitely give a hippo a
Let me
hard time.
explain. Let me explain before that gets out of context. That picture with the one gator and like the bunch of hippos around it, it was made out of a meme about black and, you know, the white girl in the just, you don't watch porn.
In particular, elephants and rhinos both have long enough horns or tusks to pierce
Yeah.
the hippo's thick skin and
Oh!
do critical damage to a hippo foolish enough to challenge them.
Oh! Did it open
Fortunately,
his
the rhino's
neck?
low in-
Oh wait, why am I going back? I shouldn't show that. I think it's split open his neck.
To intimidate abilities, so that matchup is by no means unwinnable. Elephants, though, they'll walk straight through a group of hippo players, knowing none of them will
Elephants are
challenge.
bullies, bro.
Also,
But I love
ironically,
elephants.
one of the
They're cool.
worst matchups for a hippo is another hippo, since a hippo's tusks do
Woi?
have the potential to pierce their
Woi?
defenses. The last important matchup to discuss
Kinda
for them
kiss,
is
bro.
how they fare against humans, and in this regard, they've got one of the best records of all. Obviously, they still lose to the highly advanced equipment that humans
Yep.
have recently unlocked, but aside from that, humans
Yep.
don't have any way to combat
Jumanji.
them. As a result, hippos have the highest KD ratio versus humans.
Highest KD ratio against humans. Wait 1 second. Male hippos can weigh over 2,750 kilograms. That's over 5,000 pounds. Ungainly as it is, the hippopotamus is the world's deadliest large land mammal, killing an estimated 500 people, PPY, people per year in Africa. Hippos are aggressive creatures and they have very
entire
sharp
game.
teeth.
Even special high-level mounts like boats
500.
and trucks can be taken
That's
down
more
by
than
a hippo.
sharks.
So where do hippos belong on the tier list? Well,
I actually need to react to some of these tier lists because they look quite entertaining.
considering how they're basically unstoppable tanks that manage to stack
That's true.
into
They're
an
just-
excellent
they're just
semi-aquatic
tanks.
playstyle without sacrificing
Like
any
elephants.
land-based abilities to do so.
It's hard to kill an
It's tough to
elephant.
argue
I
that
think
they're
it's hard.
anything but S tier. They easily control
S
any
tier?
river.
Really? No, I agree with him though. I kind of agree.
Rivers or
Them
lakes
niggas
that
just
they're
seem
in,
OP. They can
being
swim
even
really
more
fast. They
dominant
can
than
run really
crocodiles.
fast. They just have
In
thick
fact, while
armor.
currently the vast majority of the hippo player base is in the African server, a few of them have recently broken into the South American meta. Now, hippos have one of the
South
lower
America.
spawn rates in the game, so it'll be a while before we can really assess their viability in servers outside of Africa.
Oh wait,
but I would
wait.
bet that
They
eventually
don't have a
hippos will
very
be-
high spawn rate. Okay, that's the nerf, I guess. But it's not really a nerf though. Them niggas still
one of the
OP.
most dominant builds in South America too, especially since they have great matchups against the top tiers there too, like the Cayman and the Jaguar. The Piranha
This is a cheetah, but let's be real. Ain't no big cat just talking down the hippo, even a jet. I would think that no big cat can literally take on a hippo. Maybe if there are multiple of them, but them niggas just seem like they're OP.
player base might give them a hard time though, so we'll have to wait
Yo,
and
piranhas.
see. Their thick hide offers
Piranhas
a lot
are
of protection,
evil.
but with hundreds of bites chipping it away, even the hippo
Yeah,
might
they
struggle.
would just eat him.
Protecting your hit points is critical to survival in
Armadillo?
current meta, but perhaps equally important is protecting your passwords, and that's where today's sponsor Dashlane comes in. Dashlane is what
That
I
was
personally use
smooth.
to protect my passwords and keep myself safe online.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna let it play. Because that was smooth. That was a
Because
smooth
it literally
transition.
does everything.
That was a
It's
smooth
not just a
transition.
password manager. It's not just a VPN. It's not
It's not like
just
other
a
people
dark
that
web
just be
monitoring
like,
service. It's
speaking
all
of this,
three.
here's
Everything
today's
you could
sponsor.
possibly
No.
need to
This
keep your
nigga,
internet
he just
defense
mixed
level
it
at its
in.
max.
That
My
was sick. That
favorite
was sick.
feature of Dashlane is how it autofills every online login form on every website, as well as autofilling payments for online checkouts.
Wait a minute.
It does this across every online login form on
Is your
every
name
website.
Robert? Shut up. My name's Robert too. You know, get in line with the Roberts.
As well as autofilling payments for online checkouts. It does this across all of my devices, so I never have trouble logging in, even though I use passwords that are really tough to
That was a
memorize
smooth
and easy to mess
transition
up when
to
I'm
the
typing them
ad.
in.
That was
Not
a
only
very
is
smooth
Dashlane
transition.
secure, but it makes my online life easier all the time. Believe me, as someone who's forgotten passwords more than my fair share of times, it saved me countless headaches.
I
over
don't
the
do
course
it.
of
I
the
don't
past
forget
year.
passwords anymore.
You can try Dashlane
But I
for
have
free by using
forgotten
the
a
link
lot of
in the
passwords.
description of this video, and you'll be supporting my content in doing so. And by using the code
Check
TUESY,
that
you
out.
can even
Check
get
it
10%
out
off the
because
premium
the
membership.
ad was smooth.
Thank
It
you all
was
for
very
watching,
smooth.
and I'll see you next time.
Ayo, spin your boy Konji, man. That was a very entertaining video. I want to do more of these videos. I want to do more of these videos and what is it called? Generation Hope, I think. The skits with those very racist and very OD people. That's what I want to do. That nigga's funny. Anyways, wait. Before I go, let me show you the room now. So, you know. In the corner. I don't. The light's not on this side, so you can't really see it. But that's a juice load shut. And then So there's a bunch of basketballs, footballs, and American footballs and stuff like that. My bandanas, St. Lucia. My mother's from St. Lucia. St. Lucian, African, Canadian. I just got a whole shit in my DNA. Punching bag, I haven't put it up yet. But the shelf, why is this camera blurry as hell? Odd. Fuck. You know what? I'm actually gonna show you guys a different time because some stuff isn't here, and also I just realized the camera fucking died because I didn't charge it. But you know, c'est la vie. And I do hope the footage doesn't get corrupted. But you know, I tried. I'm trying.